You know, it's now been 14 months since Russian aggression in Ukraine last spring, and it has literally transformed the landscape of European security. Everybody wants this conflict to end as soon as possible. The question is on whose terms and how will it end? Because it's not a remote conflict between neighbors arguing over who gets what. What's happening in Ukraine is about much, much, much more than that. It's about the rights of nations on the frontier of Europe to choose their own futures. It's about the future of NATO, our collective self-defense, and our unity, our strength, our ability to deter aggression together. I think is that fundamental, is that basic. It's about the future of Russia itself, I would argue. Because if the Kremlin is able to establish its own fiefdom in eastern Ukraine, it will only fan the flames of ambitions in the region. And believe me, helping Ukraine in its defense and deterrence against Russian aggression is critical to checking further aggression down the road. As I keep saying, the president reminds me, it's either pay me now or pay me later. But there's a price tag here. What happens in Ukraine and how the West and the world respond has, I think, consequential implications for the nature of the international order in the years to come. In particular, the bedrock principles of security, territorial integrity, and the inviolability of borders. China and many other nations are watching very closely how the world responds. They'll learn from this conflict, regardless of how it plays out, in my view.